Good morning, everyone. My name is Fuzzball Soren, or John, whichever you prefer. Either one is frankly fine. And welcome to the Long Dark Tales from the Far Territory. I am going to be doing this playthrough on Voyager mode. I have played a little bit on Interloper. I'm not confident that I would be able to last long enough for, a worthwhile viewing experience on Interloper. And Stalker has just too many fluffy boys, so we're gonna play on Voyager today. I do have the option to start in the Far Territory, I suppose, because I have gone to explore it. We're gonna start in Lower Great Bear, though. I'm actually going to start in Ash Canyon, so I can go get the collectible items there. Those items being the ones located in the mine, the crampons and the technical backpack. Although I suppose the crampons are craftable now, so it's really just the technical backpack that I'm going for. I'm going to play with Astrid. As for our feats, I'm going to take Free Runner and Book Smarts. Those are the only two I have completed. I have no idea where I am. Ash Canyon. I feel like I know my way around. Oh, okay, I know where I am. Leave Ash Canyon is not what I want to do right now. Okay, so if I go roughly that way, I will eventually get to the Bitter Marsh. And if I go up that way, that would be towards the mine. But I don't want to go towards the mine yet. I want to have some gear first. Now the plan here is I'm going to do roughly one day at a time. Oh, I thought I saw some mushrooms. There's some mushrooms. I did see some mushrooms. I'm going to do one day-ish per episode. I'm shooting for like 20 minutes-ish per episode. That seems to work well with the length that YouTube likes and the length of the Long Dark Days cycle. There's a bunch of rocks down here. I am going to grab these. It's a lot of rocks. How many was that? 8. Okay. I am also going to do my best to explain the systems of the Long Dark while doing this playthrough, so this can kind of act as a guide while also just being a Let's Play. I'm not looking for anything too serious here. I'm just really playing to have some fun. I used to always love making videos, and I'm trying to recapture the parts of myself that I enjoyed, and this is one of them. So, anyways, this old man's beard lichen here, you can find this growing on trees all over the place. It's very common, very plentiful. It is great for dressing wounds with, and I think with 3, I think it is, you can make a bandage which will work kind of like an antiseptic. I've also got these cattails, and on Interloper, these are going to be one of your only sources of food early game before you got, weapons. You can technically stun rabbits with stones, but maybe this is just me. I find it surprisingly difficult to do, and the cattails are just right here. And each of these stalks is worth 150 calories, so there you go. Another thing that people who know me will know is that I grew up in Alaska, so I actually tried one of those cattail stalks one time. They're pretty nasty, pretty fibrous. Well, not so much nasty. They don't have all that much of a strong taste, but it's like eating grass, It's not a good experience. I would not recommend. Thin wool sweater. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on. Pro tip, if you double click in a slot, it'll put on the first item that you've got highlighted into that slot. So you don't have to go through clicking and selecting. Oh. Now, it's almost nighttime. That's less than ideal. Soda, chips, alright. I didn't really take stock. I should have taken stock. Okay, so we've got some fire materials. Got some decent first aid. Clothing is not great, but that makes sense. We're early game. Food, we've got those cattails, the chips, and the soda, and that's it. Got a bedroll, a single flare, recycled can for water, and a sewing kit, which is nice. And then the stuff that we've picked up so far. Alright. So, with where we spawned in Ash Canyon, that cave to leave Ash Canyon would have taken us back to Timberwolf Mountain, which is a region I am less familiar with. I've never actually summited Timberwolf Mountain in a... Well, I have summited Timberwolf Mountain. I've done it in Pilgrim, so, like, it doesn't really feel like it counts. But, like, I have done it. I've never done it in, like, a legitimate survival game, though, if you know what I mean. Like, on a difficulty where things actually happen. Ooh, 4 crow feathers. So we can use these crow feathers to make arrows, so they are good to pick up. They also weigh, like, nothing. 0.01 kilograms. I think that's, what, 10 grams? Anyways, that, I believe, is the Bitter Marsh down there. Maybe that's the Bitter Marsh over there. I'm not sure. Oh, this is that one. Oh, but there's a hunting knife right there. Okay, I am going to take that hunting knife. How much quality does that have on it? 85%. Okay, yeah, so that was probably the right choice there. That hunting knife is a great early game find. You're going to need a knife or a hatchet to do basically anything, and the knife is going to make wolf struggles much more survivable in this game mode. On Interloper, there are no knives spawned in the game like that. You have to go make them. And also, I would always avoid wolf struggles in Interloper. In the Voyager mode, like we're playing on right here, they're not, necessarily fatal. The fog is going to make it really difficult to navigate. So I would actually be able to take this mountaineering rope with me if I wanted to. I find that more often than not, there are ropes available to climb up, and there are ropes spawned around the world that are not deployed as well. So I will probably do better for myself looking for one of those. So this is suboptimal. Well, I think I saw a cave back here. I think our best option in a situation like this is to try to spend the night in this cave. We do not want to freeze. Freezing is bad. Freezing is the easiest way to lose condition. It's our health bar down there in the bottom left. Alright, and this is a worm cave. As you can see down in the bottom left, we are now warm, now that we're on the inside. Some flares, which will be good. Marine flare is very nice. Oh, sweet, and this is a coal cave. So some shallow caves like this will spawn bits of coal in them on occasion, which is very nice because coal heats up a ton. Now, if I walk slowly towards the front of the cave... There we go. So see down in the bottom left, our temperature meter is going down right now. If I step backwards, now it's going up. So roughly right here is the line between the front of the cave, which is considered outside, and the back, which is considered inside. So I'm going to go ahead and use our sticks and accelerant here to start a fire. I'm going to use the accelerant to give us 100% chance of success. So another pro tip, there's pretty much no reason to save accelerants. Your fire starting skill goes up anytime you successfully light a fire. Accelerant gives you a 100% chance, meaning your successes will go up faster, meaning your skill will go up faster, and your fire starting base chance will go up faster. And that will mean, overall, we will use less matches. So, considering we only have 12 right now, we are going to go ahead and do that. Alright. And since we had a 100% chance, we did not have to wait for the little animation there. I'm going to throw on another 5, give it a little over an hour, and I am going to use our recycled can here to boil some water out of snow that we instantaneously teleported from outside. Now, I don't have anything I can cook. I do have the cattail stalks and the ketchup chips and the grape soda. Not a great diet to be surviving on. Hopefully we can get some protein in there soon. That will probably not be in this episode, though. Now, another great thing about Voyager is you start with a bedroll, so I can just throw that down there. And now you can see 11 Celsius. Hey, Siri, what is 11 Celsius in Fahrenheit? All right, so that's about 52 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to get another 4.5 plus because of sleeping in the bedroll. So that means we're going to be seeing close to 60 degrees, I want to say, if we're sleeping in the bedroll, and that means we're going to sleep well and comfortably. Our snow has 8 minutes until melted. Now, another thing we can do, this is going to take another 5 minutes to melt and then another 20 to boil. I'm going to go over our clothing real quick. The weather in Ash Canyon can be very inhospitable, we'll say. Oh, hey! I didn't know firewood could spawn on this little shelf. All right, there you go. Firewood is great. It does weigh a lot, and I don't have any particular reason to carry it around, so I'm going to throw that on there. That is going to give us a couple more degrees of heat output, but it's also going to put an hour on the fire duration, which is very nice. With these, oh, look at that. It is ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and drink that. I'm going to save the soda for now, because the soda is going to give us thirst. It's going to quench our thirst, and it's going to fill our hunger as well. And obviously, double dipping like that is great, but we don't need to do that right now because we have a bunch of water. I can craft some old man's beard. This is going to take 30 minutes, so this should be done right around the time that water is done boiling. Yeah, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and drink a little bit of this scalding, boiling water, and I'm going to start another one because we want to have lots of water so that we don't have to cook water all the time. It's always good to have lots in reserve. It is almost halfway through the night now. We are pretty tired, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the hay, and I'm going to sleep for, we'll go with 8 hours. Now, because I'm far enough back in this cave, and I'm playing on Voyager, I'm not going to freeze overnight, even if the fire goes out, which it's going to. And I was wrong. Okay, so what happens is you will wake up freezing, but it is almost dawn, so that's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and click on this, take the charcoal. So, okay, so you will freeze, but you will wake up when you catch hypothermia, or when you get hypothermia risk. Just the risk. Okay, so once our cold meter has gone out. Another thing to note, when you are starting a fire, if you fail the start, it consumes the match and the tinder that you used in attempting to start the fire, but it does not consume the fuel, which makes sense. Oh, come on.
That didn't work.
No, it did not. We'll try once more. If I don't get it this time, which, statistically speaking, we should, but if I don't get it this time, we will suck it up and we will wander around freezing. I really hope we actually can get it this time, though, because that would suck. Okay, perfect. There we go. So now I'm just going to dump the rest of our sticks in there. That's going to give us an hour. And will get us warming up nicely. And actually, I am going to eat these chips. It is about breakfast time. The sun is going to be coming up soon. And I'm going to eat 2 of the cattail stalks, I think. Now, ordinarily, I would recommend waiting to eat your food until you have more of it. Especially on Interloper, it's best to just eat before you go to sleep. But I would like to go for the well-fed bonus so I can be a total pack rat. And to do that, you need to not have your hunger bar empty out at all for 3 straight days plus. If you do that, you get +5 to your carrying capacity, and you get, I think it's also +5 to your condition, which is fantastic. All right, well, we have warmed up a little bit here. I don't think I can't take a torch from this anymore. But the sun is starting to come up. I am going to huddle next to this for a few more minutes, get the last little bit of warmth out of it, and then I'm going to take the charcoal as soon as it's done, and then we will get off on our adventure and hopefully survive a second day. And the charcoal is used for some crafting recipes later in the game, which we will not be getting to right now, but what it is also used for is mapping. You can survey your area. This does take a little bit, but this will give me a better idea of where exactly I am in the game world. Now, another thing I should be aware of is I believe the predators can spawn out here now, so I want to be careful of them. Don't want to attract unwanted attention to ourselves. And it is getting cold very fast. We do not have adequate gear to be out here right now. Alright, I have a general idea of where I am now that I can actually see around for a little bit. There is the hypothermia risk again.
It's so cold.
Ah! That would have been great to have last night. I probably walked right past that and you guys are probably all in the comments like, bro, you missed the book. I did. I'm sorry. That one's on me. But I think if I cross this bridge up here... That looks safe, right? It's probably fine. Do not fall off these bridges. Cannot recommend against falling off of them enough. Because if you do, it is instant death. Also, you gotta kind of move around on them because they blow around under you. Kinda nerve-wracking, but lots of fun. Anyways, we did that. We survived. Thank goodness. And I think I have a much better idea of where I am now. Today on Soren is way more lost than he thinks. That is the container that we found at the very beginning. This is the pond that we started near. The cave that we started near is like right back there. I forgot how much of a maze Ash Canyon can be. Oh. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, yeah, this'll work. Because I know how to get from the bottom of the canyon to the angler's cabin. I don't know if it's possible for me to get back out, which could be suboptimal. Aha! I do know that rope. I know where I am, theoretically. That's right. This is a one-way trail, though. Ash Canyon loves its one-way paths. Alright. All right. Yeah, so if I just go right out that way, I will be pretty close to the angler's cabin, and it should be not an issue to get there. I'm wondering if maybe I wasn't supposed to go down this way, but it worked. I'm at the bottom of the canyon, and now I would really like to get to the angler's cabin. Right there. You can just see the tip of the roof of it through those trees. It's on this little island right here, in the middle of this river. I'm not going to celebrate and say, like, yay, we made it just yet, because you never know, there could be a wolf right over this rise, and that would be unfortunate, because with this much health left, that would probably kill me, which would suck. There it is. No wolves. Fantastic. Grab that marine flare. And I'm going to check this. Ah. Okay, that's new-ish, maybe? Hatchet and some more firewood is fantastic. And we are going to step inside the angler's den. I think that's what it's called, right? Oh, just cabin? On the outside, I'm pretty sure it's called, like, the angler's den, angler's cabin, or something like that. Alright, so I don't want to be losing more condition still, so I am going to sleep just for 1 hour. This will help me warm up, and it'll give me some of my fatigue back. Very easy. Cooking pot is a fantastic find. You can do 2 liters of water in that thing at once. Another hatchet. I'm just going to leave that one up against the wall there because I've got the one in my inventory already. Firearm cleaning kit is also fantastic. Some cloth so we can repair our clothes. Spray paint, another knife. I will take that knife with me for now.
I'll take it.
Arrowheads, scrap metal. There was 2 arrowheads in case you missed that. Driving gloves are kind of, yeah, whatever, but they are better than nothing. They will prevent frostbite. Yes, we are hungry. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and eat the dog food, which I'm sure will be nasty, but 500 calories is 500 calories. I'm going to also eat the granola bar. I don't have any accelerant, but the book will give us a nice high chance. Cattail heads are easy. Hopefully we can get this one going. If we don't get it with 1 match, it is warm enough in here that we won't need more. But I'm just going to go ahead and get this fire going, and then I will throw the fire log on it. If we get it going, that is. If we don't get it with this 1 match, I'm not going to bother with it today. Oh, awesome.
Yeah. That's a good one.
All right. We'll toss the fire log on there. That will give us a little over 2 hours. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a nice full 2 liters in there. That's going to take a full 2 hours to go. So this fire, by the time it's done, the snow will be good to go. Let's see. I am going to sleep for 1 more hour just to have a little bit of fatigue. And I am going to attempt to repair this windbreaker with this sewing kit. And using the piece of cloth that we had. Awesome, so we did that, so we got that back up to 55%, and it didn't help the, or maybe it did, 1.6, yeah, it definitely did help a little bit. It's in better condition now, which means we are going to stay warmer in more instances. Sprain risk, and now I'm also, that's where all that weight is coming from, carrying a bunch of firewood, okay. There's pretty much no time to pass, no reason to pass time if you have things to do, which, there we go, I did. Gonna go ahead and get fully thirst quenched there. Only got 9 minutes left on that fire. We do want our health to be going up though, so I'm not going to stay up much longer. I'm just going to say thank you guys for watching. If you want to see what happens in the next episode, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you get a notification. I plan on doing these once a week, so hopefully that will be easily doable. If you enjoyed what I have done here, if If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like. If you got any questions, leave a comment. I would be happy to answer anything I can. I will do my best with those, although, as we have just learned, I am clearly no expert at this game. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.